Welcome back to Popson. Hi, let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Gujarat. We're going for our achievement. Keep the flame burning. We had to switch to Zoroastrian religion, which we have done. We have not quite convinced everybody in our country to be Zoroastrian, but we're pretty close to doing so. After quite a bit of back and forth with some rebels that we needed to do their gosh darn work job, and it was tough. It was tough, but we managed at high cost, but managed. We did. We have to go and grab all our senses of faith back, which unfortunately are not shown by the achievement. I wonder if I now have a decision that maybe wants this. No, not really. And this is no, this isn't really helpful. This is a decision that wants us to grab a bunch of former Zoroastrian places back and be full of Zoroastrian, which we might do on the way. It has a decent but not like insane effect, so we'll see. Oh wait, kindling the royal fires. Maybe this is what we're looking for. Larstan, Kiva, Sabsavar. It is at least close to what we're looking for those holy sites. I know Sabsavar is one, Kiva is one. I know where Bojnord is in there. That doesn't make much of a sense, because if we check the achievement, we don't need Bojnord. So for some reason, the Keep the Flame Burning achievement has slightly different requirements than our mission there. But that's fine. That is fine. I was just looking for something to highlight our goals on the map. Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. We're fighting the Vijayanagarians, or VJ for short. We're fighting them. Well, I did want to use the war that I called Jaunpur into to then declare war on somebody protected by the Jaunpuri, but they stopped existing in the meanwhile. The only other target I see is these folks here, which I do want to punch, but they would be protected by Delhi, and I really don't want to go to war with Delhi. I'm just going to take care of those folks once we attack Mawar. So we unfortunately lost our setup peace seal because well, it's a new day, new recording. I'm looking for something like this, land-wise, and I'm looking for a humiliation. And I'm probably looking for war reps. And then ducats. That sound... sorry for that. Work coming in on a Sunday, as it should. Now. So something like this is a piece that we're looking for. Right. Inclusive expansion will be okay. Especially since VJ will be truce locked. So that's gonna be alright. Now, let's unpause and play. There's going to be another sound from Slack there in a moment, I assume, as I get a response, but I will not, hopefully not have to answer that again. I could start sieging down Pnukonda there. Penukonda, not Pnukonda. And I think I actually might. I have a bunch of Jaunpuri here that are following me around. Really be ashamed to not use them. How about you folks attach to these, and not to these, and then you come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Well, if you want to siege. There you go. I remembered at the end of last episode to give my 2 occupied forts here to my subjects, so they pay for it rather than me. I'm not 100% sure what happens to subject money when you integrate them. If you get the money off, it just disappears. I don't know. If I get the money, then it's probably a waste, but I'm pretty sure I would not be inheriting their debt. So that's fine. We're also looking to take ahead of time for innovativeness, but there's no rush here because nobody else has taken DipTech 8 in the world just now. With that buff, we didn't really have big chances to make use of the buff to innovativeness gain in the only other Leviathan campaign we ran here on the channel, which was our Quiz Quiz Pro Quo campaign, because with the natives we were so far behind anyway. Except for Mill, where we were kind of okay, but not like ahead, because, I mean, you're native. Okay, back to work. And by work I mean not work, because work is what's stopping me here from doing my recording. Come on. We would definitely want to keep going with this. Do we have the edict running anywhere? We do not. So let's look for Gohilwad. Gohilwad. That is my home province. So we're gonna lose on money for a moment. Yeah, or just do this, honestly. We don't get tons of bonus anyway. And this should be fine. Right? We already have, what I was actually trying to say was we already had so much missionary power that this is distracting as fudge. So much sorry for this. So much missionary power that an extra 2% wouldn't have done tons, extra 1% even, and I would have had to turn off my trade edict. So I think this is better for my money. Okay, somebody did finally take Diptech, so we want to do that next year. And we should be fine without overcapping for next year. That is perfect. There's January, and I will take the check. We can't wait another year because there's a timer on this, right? We have another 335 days to do this to get the innovativeness. We're paying 40% extra, which is a lot, yes. But we're also getting 4 innovativeness for it. That combined with the fact that we don't have a great use for dip right now, yeah. I mean, this goes against everything that I preach, but maybe, just maybe, the new amount of innovativeness gain is just so high that it's worth it in certain cases, such as this one. Especially since we didn't have a start that has my usual problem of starting out very small and powerless, and therefore we have the ability to actually do this. I mean, if you're small, 6 dip for development or something is huge. But if you're large, then it doesn't really matter, does it? So that might be a reason. Hindu zealots, I don't like these folks happening at all. They're gonna be a lot too, 14,000. I don't think there's much we can do against that, other than just kill them when they come. I mean, sure, there are things we can do to mitigate it, but they're gonna come anyway. Andra wants out. I will give them that opportunity. As long as they give... Do you have prestige to give me? No. Nobody wants to give me prestige. Could vassalize them. No, I just want your war reps and your... Yes, your steering and that. It'll be fine. Couldn't pierce your capital, could I? Could I? I could. Could steal 2 of their development. One of these is for me. This one would be for me. Would generate 4 AE. Actually don't know that this is worth it at all. No, I think I'd rather use my AE on taking stuff. I'm gonna take the place sooner or later. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. I am not. Let's just take this. This will be fine. For themselves. Done. And then we keep going here, and you keep going there. With Andra out, didn't really do much for the war effort. No, there are 7,000 VJEs somewhere, right? 9. Well, most of them are not VJEs, I suppose. But there are a bunch of enemies still around. And And I would like to not have everybody die because of that. Ooh, hello, you. Unfortunately, I won't be able to catch you in Tiruchirappalli because we can't walk straight there. Ah, but I can still catch you. That's nice. Let's do that. Because if we do stuff like this, then it's much easier to get sieges done. Kind of obviously. Also, I might be able to, now that we reduced numbers to very little, do a few things here. One is go ham on the carpet. Siege it like crazy. This is kind of ungreat. Not ungrateful. It's fine though. I'm using a horse to siege, which I don't like. But it's also just a tiny bit of money. So the carpet will be sieged. How's my... Yeah. Also watch me not use the carpet siege mode that was added in Leviathan. Because I still think it's useless. Utterly and totally useless. And I think once we have a good grip on the VJ's land down here, I'm gonna start moving some of my troops north to deal with the rebels. Now we're gonna need a decent amount of troops to deal with the rebels, so I'm not sure I can immediately do that. Free tip. Take it. We might be able to peace out very, very soon. The Vanadians are your subject, right? I don't need to care about those. Yeah. I mean, I can siege them down, but there's no... Other than war score, there's nothing to gain from that. Siege down Madurai does do something. We can piece them out for extra stuff. I mean... There's a school of thought in which we subjugate Madurai. But that's gonna annoy a lot of people. Non-co-belligerent, decent amount of development. What's that? 21 development. If I were to go subjugate you, 35. There's a chance we mostly push people who already hate us. I mean, right now we do. It's just that I don't know what happens if I also take the land from VJ. I might be able to find that out. If I go in here and I say for a moment, I'm not looking for warps or humiliate. I will take humiliate. Just so I can... so close. Let's take one fewer province. Oh no, that's... Where's this 388? Oh, the wrong people. I can't vassalize the co-belligerent here. Shame. Not that I want to, but I wanted to see how many people actually care if we were to do this and the other one. Especially does Bengal care. Not Bengal, Bahmanis. And they probably would, right? They're so close. How are they doing religion-wise? You are Shia. And we're taking Shia. We're taking Hindu stuff. So they're not going to care as much. But they will care. Because I'm eating up their neighbors. And if I'm doing it... The reason I'm so tempted by vassalizing these folks down here is that they have 2 gem provinces. They have just very good provinces here. For their size. With great trade goods. They don't have a single center of trade. They don't have a lot of buildings, 2 temples. Do they have a lot of cores or anything? They do. This is super tempting, but we don't need this. Right? We're not actually planning to eat our way into VJ. We need to go northwest. Eat Persia. I think I'm going to let them live. It'll be fun. Did I say fun? It'll also be fun. I mean, letting people live is never fun, is it? Could separate piece them right now for nothing. Maybe that's actually better than trying to do the siege. Right? We get them out. Are they people who will care? Are they part of this list? They're not. Then yeah, I'm just going to piece them out separately right now. So we save some time on this war. Can I even... No, I can't take a ducat. Because we don't have any individual war score. This will be fine. Nothing ventured, nothing lost. Separate piece, yes. And then I'll wait a day and see if the VJs are already willing to give me what I want. And they are. Excellent. Even an extra click of ducats. Yeah, this is fine. I'm not going to take more land. Taking Goa there is good because it's a center of trade. Anything else that would be reasonable would have to take these two. Hold the phone. I'm so greedy. But I mean, that's it is known, right? I wouldn't be able to do this and humiliate anyway. So we're not doing that. We're doing this. And this. Yeah, if only that button worked. There. Ducats, 4 provinces, and ton of power protection. Also, we get a age objective, which also gives us power protection. And the opportunity to go for a golden era, which we might seize. Yeah, I like this. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Bam. All the cores. If I don't call you, can I call you? Yeah, okay. Let's do the ones in our trade node first. Doesn't matter much. But maybe a little. We did with the Konkani pirates, which is one of the reasons we did this. We gain loyalty on the giants and a bunch of extra claims. Do I need giant loyalty right now? Level agenda. Oh yeah, eating my subject. When can I do this? In 89. I think I'll wait. Yeah, giants are still rising. Kind of worried. Marathas will be fine if we can click this button. It'll be okay. What I'm trying to say? Right. I wait with the mission until we have done this and I can make actual use of the extra loyalty on those giants. Sure, we get extra trade power, but that's going to be prolonged, so that's also fine. And we don't need claims on the Ahmednagar and Desh areas, I don't think. Right now. Ahmednagar. So it's here, in the middle of the Bahmanis. And Desh is also in the middle of the Bahmanis. Including Puny, which I obviously want, if only for their name, but that'll do, pig. That'll do. All right, let's get home and see if we can't deal with those Hindu folks. How many extra? None. 0 is a good number. Admin points do I need to core this? Was the question. Oh, they rose a lot faster there suddenly than when I just looked at it, it was 80%. They must have gotten 2 ticks in a row. It's fine. We have a fort in Ahmadabad, which will fully protect this place from being converted. Also, it's Hindu anyway, so that's kind of okay. Quartermaster died. Grab a new person. I mean, I wanted this morale person anyway. So let's do that. There's a school of thought that says we take the land force limit person, not for the force limit, but for the extra mill points. We're still doing that mill technology, mill idea group. Yeah, let's. I will use the military as a workforce. I'm not even close to max manpower. I'm gonna spend the money, I think. Yeah. Because we have the fort, the zealots can only take control. They can't convert it. Not that they could convert it because it's Hindu anyway. But they don't have any negative effects other than the province now being under their control. And that, development cost edict is on. Let's have a quick look at the edicts. The edicts, I said, yeah. We don't need a lot of these. We don't need a current development in Patan. I can't turn it off here, okay. 24 years? Sora, this place here. Let's not have this. Remove the current edict, are you sure? Isn't that what I said? Protect trade, we want to keep running. Enforce in Surat, we want. In Tapiti, we don't need it anymore, right? This is Tapiti? No, it's Mawar. Why did I say Tapiti? Mawar, there. No edict. All right, save on that cash money. I'm not gonna marry you right now, Kandesh. I'm about to eat you. And I would lose five legitimacy if I married you now. Gohilwat is done. Yeah, these folks moved to the fort as they were supposed to. Good boys. People. Folks. Whatever. Good. Good is what they are. I'm gonna be slightly careful here because my mercs have decided that their duty of rebel suppression is real. And then I need to take back combat. I don't want them to die. We'll lose foreign spy detection. That's alright. If anybody wants to spy on me, they're more than welcome. I don't care about people having claims on me. I do care a little later in the game when people do stuff like sabotage my reputation and stuff, but they can't do that right now. So that's alright. When does the time come when we do drop Sind from our list? Of allies, that is. I think the time is rather soon. I might just do it by declaring war on Salma. Seems fine. We need to drop Sind anyway because we need to go west. Technically, we could probably go around through Multan and, you know, I want to go along the coast if possible. Coast is good for trade. My general died in that combat. I don't like that. Freaking rebels killed my general. Grumble, grumble. Now. Oh, I have another conversion to do, which I shall do in a smidgen of a moment. We want combat, right? Pretty sure we want combat. Yeah. It's gonna be huge. I mean, we're already very, very, this. Religiously unified, I suppose? We have a lot of religious unity, I'm trying to say. But, oh, we stole a Karak at some point. Well, that's nice. Let's have you be in a province, have you come home. I don't need to have that Karak be in my trade fleet. It doesn't do anything. Especially since we don't have a flagship to add anything. We might want to build a flagship. I definitely do want to build a flagship. I do want to build a flagship. What kind of flagship do we want, though? Do I want a light? Well, the question is, do I want a light or a heavy ship? Light ship is a lot cheaper, and the main role of my flagship is going to be with my trade fleet. With that trade route map modifier on it. For that, we do not need a heavy. heavy will help in combat. Yeah, I think it'll be a light. Don't really see why I would be building a heavy here. Why can I not? Oh, we need to have 1,500 sailors. We can't have a flagship right now. Fine then. Be that way. Gee. You folks might as well join these in their work. Come on. This. Annexation. We might get over our force limit a bit. We might still be over our force. No, we'll be fine. Probably. Once we hit Kandesh here, which is gonna be any day now. 95%. Come on, monthly tick. 100%. But that's apparently not enough. 201 out of 201. Come on. Game. There we go. Fulfilled the mission, we don't get the diplomat penalty, which is not super relevant right now for us here, but I mean, it is a thing. I will state this. We don't even need to core it because this was caught by my subject already. Now that I've done that, I can probably go and do this again. I can. Should I wait? No, we're gonna be there very, very soon. Oh, we also got loyalty on the Marathas. That's, I suppose, helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna pop the summon that died right now. Get that timer going. Yada yada yada. Base tax in Gohalvat. We gain not a lot. Marathas, build barracks in Ajmer. We get a base manpower and we get some loyalty. I do like spending money for development, I suppose. So that's an option. Ajmer. And you want a marketplace in Halar. So I'm going to do one of the two. The question is, better to build a marketplace in Halar, which is not a great... Oh, but it has gems. But that doesn't actually do anything, right, with the marketplace? Sure, it adds to trade value. And therefore the amount of money that's in the node, so trade power is good in the node, but that doesn't matter where I build it. And trade power doesn't have anything to do with the value of the trade good. So if we look at our map mode here, this one, it's a very, very bad marketplace to build in Halar. And the other one was a barracks in Ajmer, which is a lot better. Let's do the Marathas proposal. Except, what I'm getting is a development, right? And I'm getting a dip development on a province with gems. And that's worth a lot more than a military development anywhere. I think I'm actually going to build that marketplace, as weird as it is. I'm going to go with the proposal of the Giants. Unless I'm looking for Maratha's estate loyalty, nah, it'll be fine. Both of them will be fine. Yeah, let's go with the Giant proposal and build that utterly terrible, but I guess wanted marketplace over in Halar. That's a workshop. Marketplace. For marketplace, I'm really looking for something like at least 4 trade power to get out of it. Anything less seems ugh. All right, now that we haven't done the thing yet. In August, I think we can steal that land. I mean, acquire. I'm just going to try to have a large peacekeeping force here. We are a bit overextended in a way. Not actual overextension, but we have a very elongated country. And thereby we have a bit of a harder time to respond to rebels. I just have to keep an eye on these folks and maybe move my army further south. Once they're close to being being a problem. Now let's take back land, right? Everybody's happy. Yoink. Then am I running all 3 of the edicts? I feel like I'm missing one. Monthly mill power, that's the good one there. The giants are not giving me any dip, but I don't know if they can. So the giants are weird. No, they can. I should just do this. It will drop me below 30%, just barely, which I think is bad. If I remember correctly, 30% is the threshold, right? Yes. Not a big modifier, but yes. So let's wait for a tiny bit more crown land before we do that. Converted more heretics. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Anybody of you in a state with an edict? No. Can change that though. What's a Thalner? Thalner. Oh, it's the new stuff here, of course. Enforce. I could have enforced religion on my subject earlier. Before I annexed them. I should have at least considered it. I think it would have stopped my annexation, because they would have been too libertarian, and thereby not help me too much. Right? But for one, they would have converted their own land at some point. And for another, we would have had the age objective for the next year, for the next age here, which requires you to enforce that. We currently do not have all objectives reached here because we got stuff that doesn't have the Renaissance yet. But we'll get that back kind of soon. And then we have the option of taking the Golden Era again if that's something we want. Let's have 3 free diplomats. Say that 3 times fast. 3 free diplomats, 3 free diplomats. Anyway, I could start spying on these folks. Just for future proofing. I think that's definitely an option. I could start spying on the Bahmanese, just so I have the option to hit them if I must. Speaking of, how much AE did we get here? None, essentially. Okay, so we could probably have actually taken the subject and not gotten Bahmanis involved. That is very nice. If we weren't rivaled, these could be good friends. Well, have a core. Come on. Oh, they have cores and all the stuff we took from VJ. Yeah, that's not going to make them too happy, I suppose. I get a ton of claims here, though, once I do my missions, right? So I'm not actually too bothered. Which missions were these? Something that gave me claims. Right, this one. The one I can just click. So no, I'm not going to fabricate on Bahmanis. I am going to send one guy to fabricate on my friend here. And I guess I'm going to use another one. Let's have a quick look at Dipro Macro Builder, and then maybe put a cut in here too. I can sell off knowledge. Oh, I didn't check this again. I didn't mean to check this. I didn't yet. So let's have another look at how the knowledge is spreading right now. Because turning knowledge into money when people are close to getting knowledge anyway is very good. Oh, they all have feudalism. All right, feudalism we had. Renaissance is the thing, right? So Sindh already has it. It is spreading pretty quickly into Baluchistan. It's not quite at Timmy yet. It's getting to the other side, though, from Timmy. I think I'm going to sell it to Timmy first and then Jaunpur. I think we can only knowledge share one person at a time. No, that's Jaunpur. They're paying so much money, though. Timmy. Yeah, give me that cash money. They have Renaissance encroaching from both sides, so it's not going to be much of a loss for us here. And we're helping Timmy, which is because we actually have to get through Timmy at some point. But that point is not today yet. Timmy has been doing quite well, which is rare. Is anybody willing to just give me trade? No. Could get some maps, but who needs a map, right? Embargo, revoke embargo, subsidies, don't really care, offer alliance, curry fair. Ooh, I remember, but forget that I can do this. Also can have a look at what I can do with my favors. This favor interaction thing is still kind of new to me. I mean, it's still kind of new, right? So it's kind of obvious. Where's that again? I thought it would have been in this screen. Where allied? Oh, is it A? Just in a... Oh, there it is. Ducats, soldiers, trust, prepare for war. Break alliance. Oh, I can spend favors to break an alliance. That's actually very useful. Did not realize that was a thing. That. Ooh. So if you have a place where people we don't want to hurt are allied to somebody we want to eat, then we can make use of favors to just stop that. Like for example, this alliance to Balochistan that the Timmies have. At some point I want that to be gone. And we are already accumulating favors with Timmy. I suppose I could just make it more. Well, not right now. Let's put a cut in here and consider that next episode, or forget about it, as I will probably do. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, then that comment section might just be the place for you. Thank you folks so much for watching, and see you folks next time.